Have you ever wondered what would happen if we got to restart Dragon Ball, but this time Goku retains all of the memories of the life that he had lived that entire time? If the answer to that was yes, look no further than this What If fan manga I just found. It starts off with Goku being born in one of the Saiyan incubators along with all the other members of his race on Planet Vegeta. We can already tell from the first few pieces of dialogue that this time around he is not going to need all the prep time he did the first. The next page follows Goku's father Bardock and his mother Gine as they watch him experience his first moments of life, and he starts talking to them, which confuses them greatly. It looks like that Goku is getting to witness the conversation his parents have about sending him away from Planet Vegeta prematurely in order to save his life, which means that he will not think of them as negative people just because they're Saiyans anymore. And the next page has this moment that genuinely has me fighting bad tears, where Goku straight up hops out of the pod and says mom and dad and makes his mom start crying. Can you imagine if this happened in the actual versions of events? If we ever got to see a real conversation between Goku and his mom, I would genuinely be bawling, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Both Bardock and Gine are obviously surprised at him being able to talk, but this means that they're going to be able to communicate to him exactly what's going on. Goku's mother even tells him about the premonition that his father had about Frieza and the destruction of their planet, which I honestly don't know if I would tell my newborn, but hey, to each their own. And we have another panel of Bardock just admiring how absolutely badass his son is before they finally send him away in the Saiyan pod to head directly towards planet Earth. We have this panel of the Saiyan pod finally leaving Planet Vegeta and Goku yelling after his parents because he obviously wants to stay with them, and I'm not gonna lie, this is very, very, very sad. I don't know how to feel about it. Like, I honestly understand that they had no choice other than to do this, otherwise he would have met the same end that they did. Just knowing that Goku has to remember this moment of him losing his parents forever honestly does not sit with me right, man. Then during the moment where Goku finally arrives on Earth and leaves the Saiyan pod touching planet Earth for the first time, he seems to have thought that that entire experience was just a dream, to repress the trauma, and I totally understand it. But as time goes on, he very quickly starts to realize that this is actually a brand new reality he's dealing with, and Grandpa Gohan shows up. Now this is Grandpa Gohan's first time meeting Kid Goku, but this is not Goku since he has all his memories, so he is incredibly excited to finally be reunited with his grandpa for the first time in decades. Whoever's responsible for this fan manga definitely just wanted me and all the other longtime Dragon Ball fans to cry during the entirety of it, because what is this, man? Are you literally just trying to hurt us? The first thing that Grandpa Gohan seems to comment on is Goku's inhuman appetite, literally telling him that he cannot be a human because of how much he's eating, and he's onto something there. And Goku quickly confirms this by letting Grandpa Gohan know that he is actually a Saiyan that originates from Planet Vegeta. Gohan is just wondering obviously how this little boy knows his name since they never met before, and Goku straight up tells him that his consciousness has returned to the past, or he's been reborn with all his memories, or maybe it's just a dream. Goku also lets Gohan know that he is very excited that he can spend time with him like the good old days that he's been reminiscing on the entirety of the franchise. And I feel like this is actually a perfect opportunity for both Goku and Grandpa Gohan to get the undiscovered closure that they never were able to in the original franchise because of how prematurely their relationship ended. But in this moment, Goku is actually most worried about receiving his name because as of right now, he is still only considered Kakarot. But Grandpa Gohan says, you already know what name I'm gonna give you, little bro, so you might as well just tell me. Then we have this super amazing moment where Grandpa Gohan pulls out a copy of Journey to the West and straight up says he's going to name him Son Goku. This is obviously a reference to the fact that Goku is named after the main character from Journey to the West, Sun Wukong, but Goku is obviously excited and very happy with the fact that Gohan decided to give him the same name he had in his previous life. He even tells Goku the inspiration for his name, and I feel like that's going to do a lot to actually impact Goku's character development later on in this fan manga. In response to this, Goku just straight up calls Gohan a nerd and lets him know that he reminds him of his son Gohan, and then tells Gohan that he named his actual child after him, making Grandpa Gohan cry. Now, honestly, I never even thought about how Grandpa Gohan would react to finding out that Goku named Gohan after him. I mean, honestly, I would be more than honored. And we finally get to see Goku's training montage begin as Gohan begins to teach him the fundamentals of fighting for years. And in one of the most amazing moments from this fan manga, we get to see Kid Goku use Kaioken because remember, he has the entire memories of his whole life experience, which means everything he learned from King Kai, he will have access to here. In response to this, Gohan tells Goku that he's already surpassed him, and Goku replies by saying that his sons are going to be many times stronger than him by the time they turn 7. Then we get to see Goku take a leak off the side of a mountain just like the good old days in OG Dragon Ball, man. This is super throwback. And then we finally get to see the moment where Kid Goku originally ends the life of Grandpa Gohan in the actual timeline when he becomes a grade 8 for the first time. This really brings to life that actual devastating moment where Goku accidentally takes the life of his grandpa, man. I really can't imagine how terrified Gohan must have been in those final moments. Thankfully, this fan manga gives us a different version of events because since Goku has all his memories, he is also capable of controlling the grade 8 transformation this time around. So once he transforms, instead of completely spazzing out, he just straight up gives Grandpa Gohan a thumbs up and says he got worried for a second, but he can control this form just fine. And we are told this is actually the third time that Goku has become a great ape in Gohan's presence, but he's able to restrain himself long enough for Grandpa Gohan to knock him out with the Kamehameha. And after his third time transforming, Goku is capable of completely controlling it, just like Vegeta was when he created the artificial moon and became a great ape during the end of the Saiyan saga, man. This is amazing.